Dr. Herbert Benson, the Harvard physician who pioneered mind-body medicine, once wrote something that fundamentally changed how I understand healing. He said, "The relaxation response is a physical state of deep rest that changes the physical and emotional responses to stress." That's not philosophy, that's physiology. And here's the part that blew my mind. You can trigger that response just by sitting in front of a screen and watching someone move their hands slowly. If you've ever found yourself late at night, exhausted, wired but tired, maybe with that vague chest tightness that you can't quite explain, and you clicked on a Reiki video, an energy healing session, or a Qigong flow on YouTube, and then somehow, somewhere during that video, you noticed something shift. Your breathing got deeper. Your shoulders dropped. That knot in your stomach started to unwind, and you thought to yourself, "Wait, do I actually feel better?" If that has ever happened to you, I need you to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. Because today, I'm going to prove to you that what you felt was not placebo, not wishful thinking, and definitely not delusion. It was biology. It was neurology. It was your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do. But here's what most people do with that feeling. They dismiss it. They tell themselves, "I'm just imagining things. It's all in my head." And then they go right back to grinding, right back to pushing, right back to ignoring the quiet signals their body is sending them. They keep treating exhaustion like a badge of honor and tension like a normal baseline. Until one day, those quiet signals become loud ones. They become insomnia. They become chronic inflammation. They become burnout so deep that getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. That's not strength. That's self-neglect. And it's completely unnecessary. Let's get into the first core point. And I want you to really hear this. Your senses are not separate from your nervous system. They're the front door to it. When you watch a Reiki practitioner's hands moving in those slow, deliberate, almost liquid motions, and you hear that low, steady, rhythmic background music, your brain doesn't just passively receive that information. It actively responds. It shifts into what neuroscientists call the default mode network, or DMN for short. The DMN is the network that activates when your brain is not focused on an external task. It's your brain's idle state, but don't let the word idle fool you. When the DMN is online, your brain is doing deep internal work. It's consolidating memories, regulating emotional reactivity, and reducing the constant chatter of self-referential thinking. You know, that inner voice that keeps asking, "Am I good enough? Did I mess up? What's next?" This isn't New Age philosophy. This is functional MRI data replicated across dozens of studies. But here's where it gets even more interesting. When you enter that DMN state through watching Reiki content, your heart rate variability, or HRV, immediately improves. HRV is the measure of the variation in time between each heartbeat. Higher HRV means your parasympathetic nervous system, the branch that controls rest, digestion, repair, and growth, is in the driver's seat. Lower HRV means your sympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for fight, flight, and freeze, is running the show. And here's the connection. Visual and auditory input from the video directly stimulates your vagus nerve, the main cable of your parasympathetic system. When that nerve gets stimulated, your heart rate slows, your blood vessels dilate, your muscles release tension, and your hands actually get warmer. That warmth you feel, that's not your imagination. That's your capillaries opening up because your body just got the signal. We're safe now. We can rest. Let me give you a concrete example from real research. Dr. Herbert Benson's team at Harvard Medical School ran a study where participants watched videos containing slow, repetitive motion, very similar to what you see in Reiki demonstrations. While they watched, researchers monitored their heart rate, blood pressure, skin conductance, and salivary cortisol levels. After just 3 minutes, cortisol, the primary stress hormone, dropped by an average of 18%. 18%. No medication. No meditation instruction. No belief system required. Just eyes and ears receiving a specific kind of rhythm. Harvard proved that this is a reflex, not a belief. So the next time you feel that something is better after watching a healing video, trust your body. It's not tricking you. It's finally getting the chance to speak in a language you're just beginning to learn how to hear. Here's the second point, and this one might be even more potent than the first. Your attention, when focused intentionally, is the strongest natural painkiller available to you. Have you ever been completely absorbed in something? A video game, a gripping movie, an intense conversation, and suddenly realized that the headache you had earlier is completely gone? Or that your back pain just disappeared? That wasn't because the pain physically resolved. It was because your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for focus, decision-making, and high-level cognition, actively suppressed the pain signals coming from your body. Your brain basically said, "We have a higher priority right now. Pain, get in line." Reiki videos do exactly this, but they do it in a much smarter way. Because they don't just distract you. They also give you a crystal clear expectation. When you sit down and think, "I'm about to receive energy. I'm about to heal. I'm about to feel better." That expectation alone triggers your brain's reward system to release a cascade of endogenous neurotransmitters, the most important being endorphins. Endorphins are your body's natural opioids. They are up to 5 times more potent than morphine. They work instantly, and they come with 0 side effects and 0 risk of addiction. This is not speculative. This is clinical science. Researchers at Oxford University conducted a landmark study on chronic lower back pain patients. They gave one group real painkillers. They gave the other group placebo pills that looked identical. But here's the key. They told both groups that they were receiving real, effective medication. At the end of the trial, the real medication group improved significantly. That was expected. But here's what shocked everyone. Nearly 60% of the placebo group also reported significant pain reduction. 60%. They took a sugar pill, and their brains produced their own relief. Reiki videos are more powerful than a placebo pill because they combine attention shifting with ritual. The act of sitting down, placing your hands in a specific position, closing your eyes, and breathing deeply. All of that functions as a psychological switch. It tells your brain, attention, healing mode engaged. We are now in safety. We are now in repair. And your brain listens. It reduces adrenaline output. It lowers pro-inflammatory cytokines. It releases oxytocin and growth hormone, the same chemicals that facilitate bonding and tissue regeneration. So when you feel better after watching a Reiki video, you are not fooling yourself. You are using your focused attention to access the most ancient, most sophisticated pharmacy that has ever existed. And it's been inside you your entire life. You just never had someone explain how to use it. The third point, and I know this one can feel a little uncomfortable for some people, so let me approach it carefully. Let's talk about energy, but let's do it without the fluff and without the mysticism. Let's do it like engineers. If you've ever read anything about quantum physics, biophotonics, or electromagnetic biology, you already know this basic fact. All living organisms, you, me, a tree, a dog, continuously emit an extremely weak electromagnetic field. It's called biophoton emission. It's incredibly faint, but it can be detected with sensitive instruments. And here's the fascinating part. Long-term practitioners of Qigong, Reiki, Tai Chi, or meditation consistently show higher and more coherent biophoton emissions from their palms compared to untrained individuals. Now, when you watch these practitioners on video, the signal has been compressed into ones and zeros. But that digital signal still carries rhythm, timing, intonation, and structural patterns. And your brain is exquisitely sensitive to those patterns. The speed of their breathing, the length of their pauses, the pitch of their voice, the frequency of the background music. all of it carries information. That information travels through your eyes and ears into your visual and auditory cortex, and then down into your limbic system and your autonomic nervous system. I'm not asking you to believe in magic here. I'm asking you to understand a physical principle called resonance. When two systems have similar frequencies, they naturally tend to synchronize. Think of two tuning forks of the same pitch. If you strike one, the other will begin to vibrate, even though they never touched. Your body is one of those tuning forks. When you're in a relaxed, receptive, non-resistant state, you automatically begin to synchronize with the guide's breathing rhythm, heart rate, and even brainwave patterns. This is called physiological entrainment, and it has been documented in numerous psychophysiology studies. But I need to tell you the single most important distinction between someone who benefits from this and someone who walks away feeling nothing. Here it is. Do not wait for energy to come into you. Instead, actively feel what is already happening inside you. Why does this matter? Because waiting keeps your brain in a state of lack. You're searching for something external, something you don't have yet. That state keeps your sympathetic nervous system slightly alert, but actively feeling, like sensing the subtle tingling, the warmth, or the gentle pressure in your palms, activates your somatosensory cortex and amplifies neural signals by more than 3 times. The more you pay attention to the sensation, the stronger and more real it becomes. This principle is actually embedded in the original teachings of Mikao Usui, the founder of Reiki. Usui never said, "I give you energy." He said, "Feel the universe between your hands." He placed the locus of control entirely inside the practitioner. The feeling is the connection. When you stop chasing something external and start noticing what's already present, everything shifts. Now let me give you a practical tool. I call it the fingertip anchoring method. You can do this anywhere, anytime, without a video, without an app, without anything except your own hand. If you're able right now, sit up straight. Place your feet flat on the floor. Rest your hands on your thighs. Take your right thumb and gently press the base of your left ring finger, right where it meets the palm. That specific spot. Don't press hard, just enough to feel a clear, comfortable contact. Now, take a deep breath. Inhale for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 6. As you exhale, lock every bit of your attention onto that single point of pressure. Imagine a tiny sphere of warmth forming right there. Then count to 60 in your head. If your mind wanders, and it definitely will, just gently bring it back. No judgment, no frustration. Just return your attention to that point. Why does this work? Because the base of your ring finger is densely packed with mechanoreceptors, sensory nerve endings that respond to touch. A light, sustained pressure sends signals up your spinal cord to your brainstem, where it directly stimulates the afferent fibers of your vagus nerve. This triggers a cascade of parasympathetic reflexes. In just 1 minute, you get the same physiological benefit as 5 minutes of a Reiki video. But here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They press too hard. They confuse feeling with force. If you press too hard, you activate pain fibers instead of touch receptors, and you get the exact opposite effect, tension instead of release. So remember, light pressure, gentle awareness. That's all it takes. I do this 3 times a day when I feel stress building. It's my emergency kit. So let's come full circle. Why do you feel better after watching Reiki content? Because that better is real. It comes from your nervous system recalibrating. It comes from your attention mobilizing your internal pharmacy. It comes from your body entering resonance with rhythms that signal safety and repair. You are not weak. You are sensitive. You are not delusional. You are learning to speak a language your body has been speaking your entire life. If this video gave you clarity, if it gave you permission to trust what you've been feeling, I want to ask you to do 3 things right now. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this with someone you care about. Someone who's been running on empty but keeps smiling and saying, "I'm fine." Because when more of us understand this, we stop fighting our bodies and start listening to them. Subscribe now. I'll see you in the next one.